So, I've been collecting Nintendo games for about a year now. I just went over 250 total games for the 3 cartridge-based Nintendo systems. So I thought I'd do a little video just showing what I have so far. First things first, the game that I put on for music in the background, my favorite game of all time, Shadowgate. There is my Nintendo, if I can get out of the light so you can see it. There is my Super Nintendo, my Nintendo 64, which is in the dark there. Disadvantage, and you can see that something happened to my Nintendo to where the lockout chip no longer works, so I can play games with them up like that. I don't know how it happened, just one day discovered on accident that games work totally fine without pushing them down, which is actually a good thing because it makes the games easier to get to work. So this is my collection. Let's see if I can get it all in there. Pretty small at this point, but it's growing almost on a daily basis. I've got just shy of 130 for NES, 64 I believe for Super Nintendo, and 57 for Nintendo 64. Let's see here. Hard to see up at top. It's 10-Yard Fight, 1942, 1943, and you can see here some pretty good games. That's Helico, of course, Bases Loaded 1, Bases Loaded 2, Bases Loaded 4, which is somewhat rare. Some of mine are in pretty shoddy condition too. Could definitely upgrade my Batman there. A lot of classics. Blaster Master, Blades of Steel, Castlevania 1 and 2. Still looking for Castlevania 3. It's a little on the pricey side. A lot of this stuff I pick up at swap meets and game stores for like $3 to $5. I haven't really sunk a lot of money into this collection up till now. I'm getting to the point though where I'm gonna have to start buying games for, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100 to start getting some of the good stuff. Like, I only have one Mega Man game and it's in really crappy condition. There's one of my good pickups. I got DuckTales in almost perfect condition for $1. Some guy selling 10 games for $10. I have some of the crappiest games of all time, like Deadly Towers and Dick Tracy, and just, I got all 3 Double Dragons. Not much to say about those. Everybody knows Double Dragon. Goonies. Gotcha. That was one I got for $1. A lot of classics. I have a good amount of the black box games. Ikari Warriors, everybody knows. This was one of my first Jeopardy Junior I picked up at actually my wife picked up at a thrift store for like $2, I think. That's kind of what got me going on collecting. Karate Champ. Another classic piece of crap, The Karate Kid. 3 whole levels of frustrating fun. Karnov, Kid Niki. Here's one of my 2 unlicensed games, King of Kings. I got that one for $1 as well. Let's see, what else do we got here? My Kung Fu's pretty shot out. Kirby's Adventure, which my kids love. Zelda's, Nemo, Scheherazade. There's my Mega Man. I'm not even going to pull it out. It's not even worth looking at. Mega Man 2. The label is just shot. The plastic on the front is all pitted. It's, I don't know. Metroid, Metal Gear, Ninja Gaidens. Still don't have part 3. Pinball and Pinbot. I like pinball games. I'm a weirdo. That's RoboCop. There's another one of my unlicensed games. Got that one off my buddy Peter, who has a massive collection that I very much envy. Shockwave. He sold that to me for a good price. Let's see. Nothing else special up here. Simpsons. Got my 2 Game Genies. That one's in pretty good shape. The little plastic thing's a little bent, but no big deal. This one, I'm on the hunt for a newer one because my Super Nintendo Game Genie, the front panel has broken off, as you can see. So on the hunt for a new one of those, just for looks sake. Okay, let's see here. Got Slalom, Solstice. This is one of my most recent pickups right here. Spelunker. I absolutely despised this game when I was a kid. It's super hard. You die from everything. Literally, if you fall from a height higher than your character is tall, you die. The weird thing is, now that I'm an adult, I find it extremely fun. There's something about it, it's just fun. Super C there, I think I passed it, yeah, I got Contra 1 up there too. All 3 Marios, including the double cart there, and of which I also have Duck Hunt there. I have 2 working guns. Geez, focus. That's a split volleyball Nintendo. Both Tecmo Bowls, 2 Turtles. There's another classic stinker, Top Gun. That Total Recall is horrible as well. Trojan was a favorite of mine when I was a kid. I could always beat that game. I don't know if it was just easy or what, but even when I was 6, 8 years old, I could beat that game, and there goes my crappy Nintendo just cut out, so no more music. Here again, nothing too special in my collection. Link. I have Zelda. Some good classics, nothing too rare or expensive. As far as my Super Nintendo goes, it's a little hard to see here. Again, I don't have anything that special. I have all 3 Donkey Kong countries, which is out of order. My kids have been getting at this, obviously. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and let you see that one, Donkey Kong Country 3. And for the most part, my games are in pretty good shape. I try not to get ones that are too jacked up. Some of them I've bought just to expand my collection, and the labels were kind of jacked up. Earthworm Jim 2, Frogger, Gradius 3, that's a fun game. It's really hard though. Judge Dredd actually turned out to be a pretty good game considering it's based on a pretty crappy movie. It's Ken Griffey Baseball, the label's jacked up. Some Super Nintendo classics, Killer Instinct, Zelda. I actually have a Madden, who cares? The Madden games suck. Magic Sword, Mario Paint, but I don't have the mouse controller, which renders this game useless because you can't play it with a normal controller, which I didn't know. I only paid $3 for the game, so it doesn't really matter. And Mortal Kombat, Star Fox, what is this? This tiny little writing is Populous, which I'll probably never play. That's a horrible game. What do we got up here? SimCity, again, boring. Simpsons, Bart's Nightmare is incredibly difficult. Street Fighter, Super Adventure Island, that's a really good game. Here's, in my opinion, the best baseball game ever, because I like to win sports games like 1,000-0. That's Black Bass, the label's all jacked up. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. And I got the Marios. I got Mario All-Stars, Mario Kart. Down here, Mario World. Label's kind of jacked up. Super Punch-Out, that's fun, but it's hard as well. Tecmo Super Bowl, fun, but I think the battery is dead in that because it won't save. What else do I got here? Toy Story, my kids love. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is a favorite of mine. This is one of my favorite Super Nintendo games of all time. Uniracers, just really fun. Nothing too special there either. Again, I've got a lot of the classics, the Marios, Battletoads, and Aladdin. Fun games to play, but nothing too valuable or anything like that. And then, of course, just Nintendo 64, which is impossible to show. Just have to turn them around 1080. I got both Banjo games. They're okay games, just, you know, those typical Nintendo 64 sort of platformers. They're not really platformers though, but you know, basically clones of Super Mario 64, which they made 1,000 different games of. Here is my all-time favorite Nintendo 64 game, Blast Corps. It's really fun. Just basically destroy everything with whatever random vehicle they give you. Lots of fun, lots of secrets to find. Can be frustrating, but it's just a cool game. Let's see, what else do we got here? Bomberman, Castlevania, which, it's just terrible, especially compared to the old school ones, and even the Super Nintendo ones, which are really good. This game is just terrible. Clay Fighter, yeah, too bad it's not Sculptor's Cut. Cruis'n USA, Donkey Kong 64, again, a decent game, but just another one of those clones of Mario 64. There I am, out of the light. Doom 64, whoop-de-doo. I was never a fan of Doom or Duke Nukem or any of those, because I'll put those back in order later, because you know, I played GoldenEye first, so it just ruined all these type of games for me. They just were no good compared. F-Zero X, Gauntlet, that's fun. I like playing that with my kids. Good 4-player game. And there's the one everybody has it, GoldenEye 64, the best first-person shooter ever. Ruined it, like I said, for other games like Doom and Duke Nukem. Just were no fun after playing this one because it's so good. The deathmatch is so good. So many hiding places, awesome weapons, everything. Everybody knows about that. It's just fun. Crappy old sport game, Jet Force Gemini, no good. Hey, Zelda Majora's Mask, the collector's edition with the lenticular motion label thingy. Underrated fighting game. Mace the Dark Age, kind of Mortal Kombat meets Tekken kind of fighting system. Fatalities, cool characters, really violent and bloody. Hey, look at that, you can see my flashing blue screen of my Nintendo off the game. Fun. Magical Tetris Challenge, somewhat rare, I guess. I don't know. Just a fun Tetris game. Doesn't even matter that it's based on Disney. Classic. Mario Kart. I spent lots of high school days playing that game. Mega Man 64, I've never even played. Mischief Makers. It's a weird, like, I don't know what that is. It's like Gomon based or whatever this character is. I don't know. It's a weird game. I never did much of it. Mortal Kombat 4. Good game. Here's a garbage game. One of the worst. Mythology, just terrible. The best home Mortal Kombat of the originals. Of course, the newest Mortal Kombat 9, I guess you could call it, is the best one, but this would be a close second. Lots of characters, good game. Gomon, I've never even played that game. Everybody my age knows this. One word, just boom shakalaka. Good Tetris game. Nightmare Creatures, Off-Road. Here's a good one I picked up not too long ago. Paper Mario. Excellent game. I have the GameCube version as well. Just fun game. Really cool play mechanics and all that. Just a good quality game. And there's Perfect Dark. Everybody knows that one. GoldenEye clone. Just lots more to it. What is this? Pilot Wings. Just picked that up recently. Was watching the James and Mike play video and wanted to pick it up. It's pretty fun. Resident Evil 2, Ready to Rumble, Road Rash. I hate that these don't have a label on the top because then you have to get them down and look. Hey, perfect one to look at. Shadowgate 64. I played this through completely once. Just recently picked it up off my buddy Peter, who has frickin' everything. Awesome music in this game, which is good, but, you know, the only reiteration of my favorite game, which I had on there for the music at the beginning of this video, Shadowgate. Just a really cool game to have. Haven't got too far into it yet, though. South Park, that's just garbage. Star Fox 64, it's okay. I was never a huge fan of Star Fox. Episode 1 Racer, Star Wars, garbage. Just stupid licensing for the sake of licensing. Rogue Squadron, excellent game, great graphics. One of the best for the system. Shadows of the Empire. Meh. And there's the one that started it all, Mario 64. Tons of clones on the system of this game. It's a really fun game though. It's a cool game. This is getting a little longer. Smash Brothers. Just having to go through these like this is such a pain. Tony Hawk. Let's see what else we got here. Turok, Dinosaur Hunter. Top Gear. Racing games are not a favorite. Virtual Pool. Excellent play mechanics. A real fun game. It's kind of, you know, if you don't have a pool table, there's the second best thing right there. Wave Race, classic. I remember just in high school when this was a new game being so amazed at how cool the water looked in this game. Just blew me away when it was brand new. Let's see, what else do we got? WCW, NWL. All these THQ wrestling games were really good. They had the cool play control system. Wetrix, a really weird puzzle game. Wipeout 64, more racing, not my thing. Technically a sequel to GoldenEye, but not made by Rare. It's made by EA, so it's different and it's not nearly as good. And then a couple more wrestling games. One made by THQ, really fun. That one's THQ as well. So those have the same play control and just made them really playable, really fun. But so that's my collection. Not too much to it as of yet, but like I said, it's only been about a year. I have some extra stuff put away. I have an extra Nintendo, like 5 extra controllers. I have 2 different guns, one of both colors, bunch of 64 controllers, but I generally play one player. And so yeah, that's my collection. Always open for donations, so if you want to send me anything for free, comment on this video. Take it easy.